Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Age 40 Years. My name is Greg, and I'm back again with another bottle tasting. This one's pretty exciting to me. I've got a special product on the bar today. This is a local product. You might, if you've been around long enough, you might say, hey, I've seen this one before. You have, sort of. This is from a distillery that is close to me called Hollow Creek Distilling. They're about 10 to 15 minutes from my house. They are owned by Craig and Meredith, and I reached out to them. My first bottle I reviewed when I started this channel a year and a half ago was High Cotton Bourbon. I think it was the barrel strength, if I remember correctly. And I reached out to them and said, hey, listen, I know that this is probably crazy. I have a YouTube channel that has, at the time when I had asked them, it was like, there's like 70 people here. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but I did a review on your High Cotton Bourbon, and I just was curious if you guys would offer me a sample of something that maybe is a little unique that I could review on the channel. I did that through Instagram, and that's the first distillery I've reached out to. I did reach out to one other in South Carolina, and I did not get something from them. But they said, absolutely, we're working on some stuff. Come in late spring, early summer, and we'll have something for you. Well, lo and behold, I get there. They had sent me a note back through Instagram that said, hey, your bottle is ready. Stop by anytime. Well, by the time we were able to get over there, it was probably 3-4 weeks. And, maybe a month ago, well, not even a month ago, like 3 weeks ago, we got over there. And they had something set aside for me that I did not anticipate. This is really special to me. This is their High Cotton Bourbon. This is single barrel proof, which, awesome. Love that. This is 61% alcohol by volume, 122 proof. But this is double oaked. They do not sell this. You cannot get this anywhere. They don't have it at the distillery. They did do one batch for liquor store. They let one liquor store pick one batch of double oak, or one run of double oak, because of how much they had done for them, how much they had promoted their product, and just been an advocate for Hollow Creek. When I got to the distillery, Craig said, "Oh, we've got something for you," and I said, "Okay." I thought it'd be a sample bottle, maybe a pint. And he pulled this bad boy out and said, "It's on the house. This is a double oak that we did, that we gonna provide to you." And one of the ladies behind the bar goes, "Where do we even get that?" So I mean, even the folks that work there, it's not something you can taste there. It's pretty special. A couple other things that are special about this bottle is I got this right around my birthday, and one thing that I love about Craig and Meredith is they have their son Will as part of the company. Now, I don't know how much he actually does for the distillery itself. Probably not a lot. He does have a product named after him, and I'll show you one of those here at the end of this video. I've got it over here on the side because they've got a really neat bottling experience that you can do. You go bottle your own whiskey. But what Craig told me was, Will said, "Hey, Dad, if you get me an engraver, I'll start engraving things for you." And there's an awesome engraving on the bottle I'll show you in a minute. One of their oldest products that I am aware of. I don't know, maybe they've had something older along the way. But this bottle is engraved with a double oak. It says double oak in a circle, B1-20-XXX, picked by. So it's a special engraving that they can do for their double oak. I don't know if you can see that very well, but really special. I think that's really neat. This one's going to be a bottle that I hang on to for a long time. It means a lot to me that they are the first people to offer me a bottle. It means a lot that they're local, and they're great people. I really appreciate them. And it just so happened, I've been in there probably 3-4 times before that, and I had not had the chance to meet Craig yet. Oh, by the way, I have my door open today. I'm the only one home. So if you see my dog walk in, you might be able to see her down there. That's Breck. She's our golden retriever. Anyway, when I talked to them there, they were super friendly people, and just really want to support local. So listen, I'm going to do my best to, anytime I'm given a bottle, which this is the first, so I don't have a lot of experience with it, but my intention is anytime I'm given a bottle, I'm going to be as authentic as I can. I also am going to be transparent that I received the bottle at no cost to me, which is the case here. That being said, I'm going to be as authentic as I can in how I review it. I'm not going to mention them, but there's other channels that I've watched or tuned into that I no longer watch, or maybe only watched one or two times, that it feels like when they get a bottle gifted to them, you're not really getting the true story. They seem to perform better than even what the market might be saying. So anyway, I'm going to be as authentic as I can on this review. The hard part about this one, though, is you can't get this anywhere. So what I can tell you is Hollow Creek does make some really good product. My palate, I like this high cotton a little bit better than the William Allen that they do. But they also make some great vodka. They have a really good like chocolate espresso vodka that's great in coffee. And they have a great tasting experience if you go visit the distillery. They have they have a small batch, I believe it's a small batch single barrel and barrel proof or barrel strength of the high cotton. They might not have all of those when you're there, but they'll have some variety of those. And then they have had the William Allen, although recently I think they've not had as much of that in stock. You can get it on shelves pretty frequently in South Carolina. You can also find store picks of it. So be on the lookout for those if you're passing through South Carolina and interested. I think that their stuff is quite good. And then add to that on the engraving side, I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I've switched to using, instead of clips, which I wouldn't use a clip for a single bottle tasting, but I've switched from using clips to using logoed glasses for my blinds. I just think it's a little bit more fun. I like collecting the glasses from distilleries. But lo and behold, for my birthday, my wife got a custom engraved with the Age 40 Years logo, Glencairn, which is just so special. I love it so much. When I had that logo made, I had no idea it would ever end up etched on a glass. That really is cool to me. It says age 40 years here, and it's got my outline of my logo. Let me know if you'd buy one of those. I did not ever plan to sell merch or anything. But listen, if you're here and that's something you'd be interested in, I could probably do a run of them for, not too bad. But I'm only going to do that if there's some interest. I'm not going to try and mark them up to people. I'll probably just do it at whatever my cost is, and it'd be fun to just get some glasses out there to have my logo in other people's homes. But, if there's no interest, no big deal. I don't have any intention. Again, as I've stated in the past, this is a hobby. This is not for profit. If someday that it becomes that, I guess we'll cross that bridge as we get there. But so far, all I've done is lose money doing this, which is fine by me. So all of that being said, I'd remind you, please, it does help me if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps distilleries that are small like Hollow Creek. If you like the video, if you share the video with other friends that, hey, I have a buddy who's going to be driving through South Carolina. I saw this video about Hollow Creek Distillery. Maybe check out their high cotton or check out some of their products. Maybe find a place that's doing a tasting. Follow them on Instagram. They're great people. Me, I'm going to taste this one, the double oak that I was given by them. I have tried it before. When we went and picked up the bottle, I went with a friend, and we opened it as soon as we got home. Like literally as soon as we got home, like, well, we got to try it. And that being said, that's been, 3 weeks. So I don't really have a great recollection of it. And again, I'll try to be as absolutely authentic as possible. So with that, let's go ahead and get to the tasting. It is pretty cool to be able to say that the first bottle that was gifted to me is from somewhere, 10, 15 minutes from my house. When I started this, I never thought that'd be the case. I reviewed their bottle first just because it was local and thought, well, that'd be kind of neat. I'm not from South Carolina, but I live in South Carolina. So why don't we feature a local brand? I've also done some High Wire. They're in Charleston. But I need to be on the lookout. I haven't done anything from Burnt Church. I'd like to do something from them down in Beaufort. But, just kind of testing out things. What are the odds that a distillery with this kind of history would set up that close to me? All right, let's try the nose. Now, one of the things I have found with Hollow Creek is a little bit of a youthful nature to it. And I just think that's because they're small, right? They produce the product here in South Carolina. They age it in some warehouses in Virginia. They have a really cool story on why they do that. But I think the double oaking on this really introduces a lot of favorable characters. That this is just rich in vanilla. And I'm also getting a little bit of like there's some fruit in there that I can't quite identify. Almost like more of a dark fruit, like a plum. That is really nice. It's not that bright like cherry that you sometimes get. I don't get a lot of oak on it though. So for being a double oak, I don't get a whole lot of oak. I'm not sure what char they might have used. Well, I guess it's not toast. It's just double oak, but I'm not sure process behind it. But it's also a really nice underlying caramel just tone right there. That's really enjoyable. Overall, that's a great nose. I mean, that's a really great nose. I think they've used that double oaking process to kind of mellow out some of that youthful age that they get from a 4-year whiskey that they typically distribute, or minimum of 4, of course. But that nose is great. Okay, let's go ahead and test this bad boy. Here we go. I will say, that's a little hot coming off at that 122. But it doesn't stick around. Gosh, that's like graham cracker through and through. It's all the best parts of a graham cracker without the chocolate. You got some toasty marshmallow, I think, from the double oaking. God, that's quite nice. That's like a s'more without the chocolate, which is fine by me. I don't really like chocolate. If you had a s'more with peanut butter, marshmallow, and graham cracker, that's what you got here. That's really good. It is proofy, but that palate's really nice. I mean, they need to investigate this double oaking process. Again, their product's good. It is good. The high cotton, this version that's not double oaked is really good product. I could put this in a. You know what you don't get in this though is like Woodford double oak has that really like strong kind of vanilla-y flavor to it on the palate. This one settles into more of a graham cracker campfire. This is going to be fantastic in the fall. Oh my gosh. Right now, it is 86 degrees in Columbia, South Carolina. This is not designed for this weather. No brown liquor is, quite frankly. You open this thing up in late October during a football game, sitting outside on the back porch watching a football game out there, got a blanket, maybe not October, maybe November. You got a blanket on you, just hanging out. Have some of this. Oof, that's going to do you right. You got that heat in there, palate, on the palate and on the finish. Think you got a winner here, Craig. Okay. I know this video is getting a little long in the tooth just because I was doing the history of how I got this, but man, that is without a doubt the best thing I've tasted from them, and that's one of the better things I've tasted this year. I do recall when my buddy and I were tasting this guy, we both were like, wow, just like, wow. I did not remember what the flavors were. I just remember we both really liked it. And that has not changed. That is so good. And I can't explain it better than a s'more without the chocolate. There is no chocolate profile in there. That's okay with me. But that is fantastic. That is really great. I'm a little speechless on it. I'm gonna say on the nose, that is probably like an 8 to an 8.2 on the nose. The palate is the winner. The palate is the winner here. That's like an 8.5, 8.6 on that palate, and the finish, good heat good hug on the back end. The graham cracker flavor just kind of lingers. It's really nice. I'd say back around that 8 to 8.2. Overall, I'm gonna give it an 8.3 out of 9, or out of 10. That is fantastic. I think they need to find a way to get this on the shelves. I do know what store they have produced double oak for, so I may have to go get some more from them, because that's just great. That is great. unbelievable that product is coming from 15 minutes from me. That is unbelievable. Technically from Leesville, South Carolina. I live in Lexington. I'm on kind of the west side of it. But they're my adopted brethren from Lexington and Leesville. So one thing I did want to mention is they have a really cool bottle fill experience that I did. You get to fill your own bottle. They have them on site. This is the oldest age stated product that I have seen from them. In fact, their son, again, Will, engraved these bottles. And I thought this was super cool because our channel here is age 40 years. And this one explicitly states age 9 years. Now, talking to Craig, he said he wanted to get it 10 years, but tasted it at 9. And I love that about a distiller, to decide that it's perfect at that age. So that's when they tapped it. So we've got a nice, look at the color on this thing. That looks like maple syrup. Look at that logo. Age 9 years. I got age 40 years here. That color is insane. This thing is 132 proof, 66% alcohol by volume. It's almost a hazmat. It is dark as all get out. Craig let me put the label on upside down. I also broke all the rules that he had and dipped the absolute crap out of this thing. So you can see it's running all the way down here. It framed the logo. Pretty cool. In fact, if you set it down, that reaches the ground from where it dried. So it's a wax covered. You get to label it yourself. I put it on upside down. I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of fun, something different. It'd be easy to pick out. The color on that's insane. Look at that next to that one. I cannot wait to open this bottle and try it out. This is the William Allen. And of course, this bad boy is got some proof. Single barrel proof, straight bourbon whiskey, 132 proof, 66% alcohol by volume. Well, anyway, if you're in the Columbia area, could not suggest it more to go visit Hollow Creek. Try out the High Cotton. They've got moonshine, they got vodka, they got all kinds of stuff. They've got good merch, but they've got great people. They have great people, and that's really all you could ask for. And they've got good whiskey. So, High Cotton right here. Just this double oak, man. We need to see this on shelves, Craig. Anytime now. Anytime. But with that, shout out to first distillery provided bottle. That's kind of fun. And shout out to being back. Shout out to my wife for this awesome logoed glass. And as always, I'd remind you, please drink responsibly and cheers.